want to
So what do
acknowledge.
y'all think? Is this like I'm gonna see something like that and not say fuck that nigga? Like what type of human do y'all think I am? Like
Hot tea, hot tea, hot tea, hot
Oh.
tea, hot tea.
All right. Now, as I previously reported, Joe's podcast came out today, and we noticed that he cut out the segment where he was talking about Diddy and Cassie CNN video. All right. Now, he's responded to the backlash and also reacted to the video. Here's what he said. Make sure you like the video and subscribe.
yesterday. Come on, I'll put the suspense to bed. We were in the middle of our show when that news broke. So we spoke about it for 4 minutes, and then at the end, before sleepers, we spoke about it for another 4 minutes, and then we went on about our day. And I went outside with Amani last night, and he said to me, "Hey man, I think I think y'all should readdress the Puff shit because y'all gonna get killed." And I said, "Why?" The story was breaking. We addressed it. He said, "Yeah, but it wasn't the address. It wasn't the address that is appropriate for what happened." I said, "Why you say that? We did what we needed to do." He said, "Yeah, but I know y'all audience, and it was breaking in the moment. They wait from y'all." So I took it out. I took it out because it was insensitive for the moment. It was talking for 4 minutes about what happened, and then 3 minutes at the end is not the attention that the story needs, and it ain't the commentary that it needs. So I don't need to be the first one to run to something. We're gonna get to it on Wednesday, but what do that have to do with the way y'all are speaking in this moment? Why do y'all think after seeing a video like that somebody is running from a topic? Like I done told y'all the last time, I have absolutely zero ties with Diddy or anybody Diddy related outside of seeing his kids when I'm outside. Why do y'all think that somebody's scared to approach them? You niggas have been sounding stupid all morning long, and I didn't want it to continue all the way in the afternoon. So here we are. But some of y'all niggas, y'all are relating this stuff to like battle rap. Y'all talking about Drake. Like, what are y'all doing? Get a grip. Get a grip, relax, go outside, kiss your family. I don't think there's ever been this type of unequivocal evidence of somebody being a piece of shit that way, or at least I've never seen it. If it's ever existed, I have never seen it. Yesterday was my very first time seeing something like that, and it was tough to watch for many reasons. So
And I
what do
think
y'all?
that's all we just want to
So what do
acknowledge.
y'all think? Is this like I'm gonna see something like that and not say fuck that nigga? Like, what type of human do y'all think I am? Like, some of y'all think the worst of me, and it pains me that I'm in this position where I have to dignify it sometimes because that's not in my soul and spirit. Fuck that nigga. You don't watch nothing like that, and I'm not one of them. I know it's an evil industry, and I know there's niggas out here protecting these people, and there's all types of there's evil shit going on. So I get it. I'm not down with none of that. I'm not in none of that. I ain't never presented myself like that. I'm I move the way I move to be able to not associate with those types of things. So where y'all get this stuff from, some of y'all is I don't get that. Yes, have I edited things out before because there's no charges and you don't know how things are gonna play out and it was a civil suit, there's nothing criminal, and yeah, yeah. I don't think that's the same in the same ballpark at all as what we all witnessed yesterday.
All right. Now, first off, everybody who was talking about never gave up, you lying. How do you know he cut it out? It was a timestamp. I showed the timestamp on my video, all right? And y'all just heard Joe admit that he did cut it out. So he had his reasons. And I said that in my video as well. I said, it's been times before where Joe cut something out because he felt like, either it was insensitive or it would make his co-hosts look a certain type of way. And in this case, he's saying that he felt like the situation was way too serious to just spend 8 minutes talking about it. I remember in the video, it was one person who said Joe spent 40 minutes talking about Cardi B, but 8 minutes talking about Diddy. You know, the world is messed up. And so I just kind of relate that to what Joe is saying. He wanted to give it more time and kind of just sit over the weekend and think about it and speak on it some more. But like I think he was saying Imani told him, whoever that was who told him that he had to give the situation a little more respect. I think it also goes the same way where it's like, okay, Joe, you're one of the top voices in media. When Academics says Joe Budden and Academics are the two biggest names in hip hop who we want to hear from right now, he's not lying. It's not No Jumper. It's not Rap Radar. It's not all of these other places who are contending. It's not Never Gave Up. We want to hear from Ac and Joe. We want to hear them niggas say Diddy is going down. That's fucked up. We want to see those two gentlemen defend Cassie. I see people putting out music yesterday and today. People saying, hold on, sweetie. Cassie need us today. We'll holler at you Monday. So Cassie needs you, Joe. Cassie needs you, Academics. And it might be fucked up to put that on them, but nigga, if you want the money and you want the job, that's what the fuck you gotta do. And to me, you know, I fuck with Joe, but if you needed to do an emergency podcast and come back and give it 20 minutes, you should have did that. You know, Joe, you shouldn't be surprised by this backlash. Nobody's sounding stupid. You knew what it was. Look, you knew what it was based on what people said the last time. So yeah, I feel like you should have gave it more time, and or at least you could have put in the podcast, hey, we know what happened with the Diddy stuff. You know, we want to come back on Wednesday and really give y'all something. You know, that would have been nice to add to the podcast. But when people see the timestamp and you cut it out, of course it was going to be some backlash. So I got to push back a little bit on Joe. I understand where he's coming from. And even in my video, I didn't try to act like Joe was the worst person in the world or he was a piece of shit. And I don't like people trying to bring up, oh yeah, that's why he's standing with Kendrick. That's why he's standing with Diddy because of his own situation. You know, like I didn't bring up any of that stuff because I know Joe has tried his best to put a lot of those accusations behind him. But these are the moments when we want to hear from you, Joe, not just because of your past, but because of who you are in the industry and how close you've been to Diddy. And we want to see people play it fair. We don't want to see people seemingly taking sides. We don't want to see people seemingly letting people off the hook because they're in the industry and it seems like they in cahoots together or they got a fucking revolt deal and shit like that, bro. That's what it was. That's where it's coming from. And I think Joe is intelligent enough to know that. Very brilliant brother. So, you know, I know he felt like a lot of people sounded stupid, and some of the people who was bringing up Kendrick and Drake and all them, yeah, okay, that shit is stupid. But, you know, don't get upset with the fans who genuinely wanted to hear you speak on that. Don't get upset with the women who wanted to hear you speak on that, because the Joe Budden podcast has a large female audience. People wanted to hear you speak on it, and that's all we needed from Joe, okay? He spoke on it, so I maybe I didn't have to go on this little rant, but it is what it is. I don't like when niggas say they want the top spot and they don't want to do the top spot job. As a nigga told me the other day when he felt like I was trying to ignore some of that shit with Drake. Scared money don't make no money, okay? I fuck with Joe. We fuck with the podcast. We got an explanation. At least we got something. We got to accept it. We'll see what's popping next week when they expound on it. And let me know what y'all thought about what Joe had to say. Like the video and subscribe. Hey, nigga, donate. Hit the super chat. Scan the PayPal. Hit the Cash App. Thank you. Have a blessed day.